Today is day 8 on Road to a Million, and it's actually been a pretty good day, productive so far. I have actually done quite a bit more than I thought I would have I'm starting to realize, I guess is what I should say, is that the first week, day 1 through 7, I realized that my mind was all scattered. I was bouncing all over the place. I was trying to do affiliate marketing. I was trying to do this other thing. I was also trying to do YouTube. And I was trying to do 10 different other things, and I was like, well, this isn't working. So I've shifted my focus and I've shifted my thinking of just primarily focus on just getting those first 5 clients, which originally I was talking about just getting that one, and that first one client obviously is going to lead to 5 max, which those 5 are all going to be free. And I think that they're going to be in like a 6-week workshop of some sort is what I'm thinking. And then one of them is going to get free advertising from on me for the first week or for the first 4 weeks. And if they find value in it or they get the return that they're looking for, then I believe at that point in time, I can be like, hey, if you guys want to pay me, cool. If not, we can continue, or we can sign a contract and do some extra work from here, or you can just give me a referral to somebody else that you think might find this valuable. So I believe everybody knows everybody in the niche that I'm going for, which is a very good thing, and I think that's the best thing. So my primary focus is being able to drive as much value and potential as I possibly can, because it's like I know how to sell. I have a decent understanding of marketing. I'm pretty good at speaking as well, at least when I know what I'm talking about. I'm very inquisitive. I like asking questions. I like figuring out answers, and I like just questioning certain things that I do. So I'm going to start taking that approach more, and I have an idea. My main focus right now is just setting everything up so that then when I do have those 5 clients, I already have week 1 complete, week 2 complete, 3, 4, 5, and 6 complete, along with being able to have some ad copies for the person that does get chosen at random out of those 5 for that free advertising, because it's essentially just like, hey, I'm giving you free money right now. If you take it, awesome. If not, cool. There's no hidden cost. There's nothing that I'm asking for other than just like a testimonial, some feedback, and then that you actually implement the knowledge that I'm providing. And my idea is to essentially have what I've learned over these past 4 or 5 years of how to acquire customers, of how to sell, of just understanding myself and why I do yoga to begin with in the first place, and then helping yoga studios figure out how to get more people, more yogis into their studio so that they can increase their revenue each and every single month. And I have general ideas of what I can do, and that's why what I'm going to be teaching in the masterclass essentially is what I'm going to be doing for one of the 5 studios that ends up signing up. And I have a very good feeling about this, because I do genuinely believe that it will work. And all that they have to do is dedicate 1 hour per week with me. We can have a group setting, or I can do 5 individual different hours, which I'd prefer to do a group setting, where it's just all right, at this time you have to show up for the 1 hour training or the 1 hour course. We can even do it 90 minutes if they so choose, just for questions. I can cover what I need to cover within that hour, ask them questions, ask them ideas, figure out what they need, educate them on the things that I need to educate them on. And obviously I'm going to test and try this myself first to make sure that it is something that does work. So this is what I'm going to be doing over this next second week, is actually implementing my strategy of what I'm going to be teaching in this 6-week master course. And I have a feeling that it will be, I know that it'll be valuable, because I've been able to prove to myself that I can sell. So let's help somebody else sell, and then obviously if they like what I have to offer, then at that point in time I can sign them on as an actual client, or we can just keep it as is and just get that reviews as testimonials. So then the next time I run the 6-week program, 6-week masterclass, at least at that point in time I can charge a smaller amount, just an amount of some significance, so that then at least I can have some income coming in instead of doing it for free. But the first 5 I have to do for free. I just have to, because I have no idea if this will actually even work. I genuinely do believe that it will work, because I have seen it firsthand. I've seen other people do it, and I know that it is possible of working. It's just, am I able to teach the things that I need to teach? Am I able to express the ideas that I need to express? Am I able to sell what I need to sell? Can I actually provide value to yoga studios? I believe I can, because I've been practicing yoga for 4 years now, I'd say. Decent amount of time, and just practicing mindfulness in general. And I think that me having an understanding of how yoga studios work and the amount of yogis that end up going to a studio, and then realizing that yoga teachers are paid by the hour, and then the owner is the one that primarily takes that and then pays their employees an hourly rate. If I can help the owner increase the amount of, say, students that are signing up, she can then, or he can end up hiring on more yoga teachers, which I could always help solve that problem as well, which I didn't even think about that until now. So that's a good thing. And then step 2 is I can help them get even more clients for their yoga studio so that they can grow even further, because I think a lot of what it comes down to is finding high quality people, just people that'll show up. So there's multiple different versions that I've thought about doing. Is like, could create, just like give them a free offer, one free yoga class, just get them in the door, because then at that point in time I can use my skills and I can be like, hey guys, like just give me one free course. Let me just get this person one free course or whatever it may be. And then from there, I can talk with them and I can interact with that person that did have the free course, and I can sell them on your specific thing in the platform, such as like an annual, like unlimited subscription, private one-on-one coaching, clothes, mats, water bottles, towels, online coaching if they don't ever want to actually leave their house, retreats, mindfulness training. Like I can help train them on all these other different things that I think would be valuable to a yogi essentially. So I have that on lock. And then I guess from there, it's just a matter of, like I said, just getting those first 5 customers. And I'm primarily just focusing on one. I'm going to be running Facebook ads for myself for, I'd say for at least a month or so until I get those first 5 customers. As soon as I get the first 5 customers, shut off the ad, close that, work on those 5. Once I work on those 5, provide the value that I need to provide to them to make sure that they get what they need to have done. And once they have what they have done, then at that point, I can then rerun a Facebook ad and be like, hey, I'm accepting on 5 new clients at this point in time, and this will come later. This is something that's going to be happening probably in a couple of weeks, I would say. But essentially, which is a bummer, but it's just good things take time, so can't rush it. That next 5 week, then I can be like, okay, so here's results that I've received from these 5 different clients of mine, and who knows, maybe those first 5 clients that I sign on want to end up doing more work with me and want to have that Facebook advertising and want to have the paid ads to be able to drive 100 new yogis to their studio within the first 30 days. So I might be able to use something off of those first 5 that I have, and that's just something that I'm going to be playing around with and messing around with. We'll see. But that's just an idea that I have. And then the last thing essentially is just on that second 6 weeks, my plan is to actually charge for the mastermind course of like $150 or something like that, which is super cheap. And then if I get positive reviews from the Facebook advertising, then at that point that could be like an upsell or something like that. I got a couple of things in mind, but I'm thinking that primarily it'll be best if I can just have like a 1-hour class every week, essentially for 6 weeks, just to provide them the value so that then they can work on what they need to work on for that given week. And I'll set up like a schedule of like, okay, this is what you do on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then week 2 comes around, day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what would that be? 6 times 7, 34 different things to implement over those. Yeah. Well, it could just be one thing that has to be implemented in that 6-week time frame. Might do something like that. We'll see. But I have a good feeling about this. There's actually a niche that I've actually chosen that I know I understand. I love fitness, love yoga, love mindfulness, love just being present in the moment, which I missed a lot of that. So I have like I said, I have a good feeling about this. Going to keep building up the quote unquote course, I guess, or the value that I'm going to be providing to the audience, because then at one point in time, if I really want to, once I get all the fine details laid out, then I can just start to automate the process and be like, okay, here's what you do in week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which my main goal is being able to focus on driving revenue to the yogis and increasing the lifetime values of the first customers that they get within that first month. And my main goal is just to help these studios have more clients, more yogis come to the classes, so that then they can hire more teachers if they so choose and continue to grow the business.